Welcome back. My father's business. Y'all already know. Standing on business, back to handle my father's business. The beginning and the end. Come out now. Come out now. I'm saying come out now. I'm saying it with love, with patience. I'm saying it loud and proud. I'm got my banner up. And it's time to come out. The gathering has begun if you haven't noticed. Let's go ahead and look at this picture in the background real quick. This is the true map of the Holy Land. They lied to us about a lot of things. Sure, most of y'all know. But this is definitely a major factor in the end times. The beginning and the end. Our Father Yahuwah has pronounced the beginning. At the beginning, he pronounced the end. You know what I'm saying? And the Alpha and the Tau is right here in our face. And it's a map showing us where we should flee, right? Where we should flee. But today, we're going to be jumping into Deuteronomy, and we're going to see this is where the first Exodus took place, right? So we're going to see what Yahuwah said to those that went through the first Exodus, right? And we'll see, because ain't nothing changed, you know what I'm saying? It's the same. The first Exodus and the second Exodus, he expecting the same thing out of us. The same thing he expected out of our ancestors is the same thing he expecting out of us in this day and time. You know what I'm saying? To go back to the land of the promised land of our forefathers, of our fathers, you know what I'm saying, of our ancestors, and to all those that want to go, this is what he said back then. And let's go ahead. We're just gonna skim through Deuteronomy, right? Debrim. Debrim is the Hebrew word for Deuteronomy. And we're gonna go to 27. I'm at 28. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Debrim. Let's go ahead and start off with verse 1. Y'all ready? And it should be, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to guard and to do all his commands, which I command you today, right? Moshe was given the laws, the commands, right? That passed down. That Yahuwah, your Elohim, shall set you high above all the nations. And that go for today too, we'll be high above all the nations. We gotta go back. We gotta do his commands. You know what I'm saying? Where is his commands at? It's at the beginning of the Bible, which is the Torah, your first 5 books, right? Let's keep going. And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you if you obey the voice of Yahuwah, your Elohim. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't my voice that y'all hearing right now. You know, I work for the Most High. I'm with Yahshua. You know, Yahshua has recruited me, and I'm Yahson. I'm here, you know, to deliver these messages. This is his voice. Listen to his voice. Listen to Yahuwah speak. This is him speaking. He just said, all these blessings shall come upon you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to read all the blessings, but, you know, we're going to just skim down a little bit. And let's go. Let's read Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy, we in Deuteronomy 28 and 28 verse 7. Let's go down to verse 7 and start off there again. Yahuwah causes your enemies who rise against you to be smitten before your face. They come out against you one way and flee before you 7 ways. So that's one of the blessings, right? Is right now, you know what I'm saying? Our enemy is kind of getting the best of us. But as soon as you come out, you know, you come out of that lie, you start doing his commands and stuff. Look at what he say about your enemies. Your enemies gonna be pretty much dead in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come out one way, they're gonna flee. They're gonna flee so many different ways they're gonna go. They're gonna just try to get away from you, right? All right, let's go down to 8. Deuteronomy 28, verse 8. Yahuwah commands the blessing on you in your storehouses and in all to which you set your hand, and shall bless you in the land which Yahuwah your Elohim is giving you. Right. So it's a lot of us that are, you know, the true descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And we be blessed, and pretty much everything that we do, you know, we be blessed. And this is the reason why, you know what I'm saying? Because we already, no, we're not quite in the land, but yet, but you know, like the whole world follow us. They want to do this stuff that we want to do. And just you can see like that whatever it is that we do as true, you know, true descendants of Yahuwah, not just that, but true followers, right, of Yahshua that's trying to get back to the land, right? We blessed, right? We blessed. Storehouses be blessed. Everything, you know, everything we do, be blessed. And let's keep going. Yahuwah does establish you as a set apart people to himself, you know, as he has sworn to you. If you guard the commands of Yahuwah your Elohim and walk all in his ways, right? And we can see that he got a set apart people. He has a set apart people to himself, you know. And if you guard his commands, right? And his commands is at the beginning. And right now, we at the end. So we need to come on out. You know what I'm saying? The beginning was said. The end was said from the beginning, you know. And let's keep going down. And all peoples of earth shall see that the name of Yahuwah is called upon you, and they shall be afraid of you. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? People are starting to be afraid of the true chosen ones that's walking this earth right now. They starting to be afraid. They're afraid of me, the things that I say, the things that I do, the way I'm walking right now, you know what I'm saying? They're really afraid, you know, and we shouldn't really have no fear. But, you know, at the same time, it's becoming real to them and it's real life. You know what I'm saying? This is really going down right now as we speak. It's going down. all the people of the earth, and they fearing right now. So, you know, it's time to come out right now. They know that I'm with Yah. You know what I'm saying? The name of Yahuwah is called upon me, you know? So that's why a lot of people be afraid, man. But, I mean, it is what it is. You know, that's just because they ain't doing right. And, you know they ain't doing right, you know? But it is what it is. Let's keep going. We in Deuteronomy 28, verse 11. And Yahuwah shall make you to have plenty of what is good in the fruit of your body, in the fruit of your livestock, in the fruit of the ground, and in the land of which Yahuwah swore your fathers to give you, right? It's already there. It's already there. Where the land at? I showed y'all background. Let's keep going. Yahuwah opens to you his good treasures, the heavens, to give rain to your land in the seasons and to bless all the work of your hand. And you shall lend to many nations, but you do not borrow. So, that's saying that we should lend, right? We should lend, but we ain't borrowing nothing, you know what I'm saying, to pay it back. We just gonna give it to you and not ask for it back. It's your duty really to give it back. You don't really have to ask for it back. But let's keep going. Deuteronomy 28:13. And I shall make you the head and not the tail, and you shall be only on top and not beneath, if you obey the commands of Yahuwah your Elohim, which I am commanding you to guard and do. Commanding you today, right? So we can see again that we got to obey the commands and his laws, and whatever we do, you know we'll be the head and not the tail, right? And we'll be on top and not beneath. Like right now, we at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Started at the bottom, now I'm here. I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the bottom. You know, I can't really say that right now. I feel like I'm not on the bottom. I feel like I'm the things that is to come and things I know. I feel good. I feel like, man, I'm on top. But unfortunately, I'm still in Babylon, in Mizraim. I'm still stuck here too with y'all. So, all right, let's go and scroll down a little bit more. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:15, where it says, "And it shall be, if you do not obey the voice of Yahuwah your Elohim, to guard and to do all his commands, his laws which I command you today, that all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you." You know? And what's that? Cursed are you in the city, cursed are you in the field, cursed are your basket and your kneading bowl, cursed is the fruit of your body, cursed is your land, the increases of your cattle and the offspring of your flocks. And just cursed, cursed, cursed. Look at all these curses. Cursed are you when you come in, and cursed are you when you go out. And there's so many curses, you know what I'm saying? These curses are real, right? Yahuwah sends on you the curse, the confession and the rebuke, the confusion and the rebuke, in all that you set your hand to do, until you are destroyed and until you perish quickly, because of the evil doings by which you have forsaken me, right? So these curses right now are here. We're cursed. And now the curse is being broken. by curse breakers, such as myself. But the confusion, right? Confusion. A lot of y'all confused. Why? Because you still under the curse. You ain't break the curse yet. The rebuke and all that you set your hands to do. So anything you set your hands to do right now, you in that curse. Because you ain't break it. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahuwah sent it, a curse upon you and your ancestors, because you ain't following his commands, his laws, and doing the things that he say do. So now he put a curse on us as a whole. But when we turn back to him, then that's when that curse is broken right now in the last days. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happened at the beginning. It's what happened at the beginning. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit more. Okay. Land to be destroyed. All right. Let's start at Deuteronomy 28, verse 24. Yahuwah makes the rain of your land powder, and dust. From the heavens it comes down on you until you are destroyed, right? For not following his commands. And it's the same thing now. You don't follow his commands, you don't listen to his voice, same thing gonna happen. Yahuwah causes you to be defeated before your enemies. You go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and you shall become a horror to all the reigns of the earth. We became that, right? And your carcasses shall be food for all the birds of the heavens and the beasts of the earth, with no one fighting them away, right? And what that means, no more fighting them away. The birds is gonna be eating bodies. And it's gonna happen again, y'all. It's gonna happen again. The beginning and the end, right? This is what the whole topic is. Beginning and the end. The beginning, the first Exodus, the first time we rebelled, and now we at the end, we about to be restored. But those that don't want to be restored and do the things that he's saying do, but it's gonna happen again. This is what's gonna happen again. Deuteronomy 28:27. Yahuwah shall smite you with all the boys of Israel, right? With tumors, with the scab, and with the itch, from which you are unable to be healed. You aren't able to be healed. Why? Because you want to be a part of Mizraim, right? You want to be a part of Babylon. You enjoying Babylon. Y'all having fun in Babylon, right? Babylon all fun. Well, guess what? Y'all be wondering why y'all sick. Why y'all getting all this? Why you getting boils? Why you getting tumors? Why you getting cancer? Why you getting the itch? You know, you can't be healed. You can't be healed. Unable to be healed. What you taking pills? Is that you getting healed? No. You're unable to get healed. These are not my words. This is Yahuwah speaking. You know what I'm saying? You're unable to get healed. You won't get healed. Why? Because you don't want to follow the commandments of the Most High Yah. You want to make all the excuses. No, this is that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna make it back to the land, promised land, be laying down in safety, unless you are listening to Yahuwah's voice and you doing his commandments. Because our ancestors they didn't wasn't able to be in the promised land or whatever, in the land. They got taken out the land. And everybody. You know what I'm saying? And one left. Everybody got scattered, right? Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. I think we really got the gist of, okay. Let's go to Deuteronomy. We still in Deuteronomy 28. We're gonna stay in Deuteronomy 28. We in verse 32. Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Your sons and your daughters are giving to another people, right? What does that sound like? Stop right there for a second, because we get into where I'm trying to explain a few things, right? So a couple people. What does this mean right here? Your sons and your daughters are given to another people. Sound like slaves to me. Okay? So who is recognized as the slaves? Mm-hmm. You know. Let's keep going. Deuteronomy 28, verse 32. Your sons and your daughters are given to another people, and your eyes look and fell for them all day long, and your hand powerless. Uh-huh. Let's keep going. A people whom you have not known, eat the fruit of your land, of your land, right? The fruit of your land. Mm-hmm. And all your labors. And you shall be only oppressed and crushed all the days. You know, we still getting crushed over here. You know what I'm saying? And y'all want to stay here, right? Y'all don't want to come out. Y'all want to stay here. Come out. Come out now. You know, hear y'all who are speaking. You know, he's speaking through me right now. You know, actually, he's speaking through Moshe right now. This is Moshe wrote the first 5 books, right? You know what I'm saying? The Torah. So now he passed the word on down to me. Now I'm speaking. He's speaking through me. And you shall be only oppressed. I'm tired of being oppressed. I'm tired of being crushed. It's over with for me. I done came out. Now I'm coming back to get y'all to come out. Let's keep going. All you shall be maddened because of the sight which your eyes see, right? Everybody mad. Everybody mad at what they see, you know? And how these people doing us. You know what I'm saying? All you should be mad. Mm-mm-mm. Let's scroll down a little bit more, man. You know, I think y'all should know who this is referring to. I mean, if you don't, you know, this dude, a little research, look into it, and you know, just see um, you know, who has been impressed, what land has been what people have been crushed, you know. Nothing is fair. Who has been in the fields laboring and you know hasn't eaten none of his fruits really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just do your little research into all of that and you'll see. But let's go back. I'm just gonna scroll all the way down. I think it's the last verse that I want to finish off at. Let's read Deuteronomy 45 right quick. Deuteronomy 45. And all these curses shall come upon you, and they shall pursue you and overtake you until you are destroyed. because you did not obey the voice of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to guard his commands, his laws, which he commanded you, right? So we already know, right? Okay. Let's start at Deuteronomy 56. Deuteronomy 28, we go verse 56. The tender and the delicate women among you who have not tried to set sole on her foot on the ground because of her delicateness and tenderness, her evil eye, her eye is evil against the husband of her bosom, and against her son, and against her daughter, and against her seed, which comes out from between her feet and her children, whom she bears. For she eats them in secret for lack of all. And in the siege and distress with which your enemy distresses you in all your gates. Actually, that wasn't the scripture I wanted to start at, but we'll just keep going. I think this is almost the end. If you do not guard and do all the words of this Torah that are written in this book, to fear this esteem and awesome name, Yahuwah your Elohim, then Yahuwah shall bring upon you and your descendants extraordinary plagues, great and lasting plagues, and grievous and lasting sickness. Right? That's what we're going through right now. And he shall bring back on you all the diseases of Israel, right? Of which you were afraid, and they shall cling to you. These sicknesses, that's why they're here, right? Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this Torah. So it's more of them that ain't even written that's coming upon us. Yahuwah does bring upon you until you are destroyed. And be destroyed. All on destroyed. Our ancestors destroyed because they didn't follow the laws, right? That's written in this book. And you shall be left with few men, few of us, although you have become numerous as the stars of the heavens, because you did not obey the voice of Yahuwah your Elohim. We were many, now we few. It's few of us. It's few of us left, right? Even though you might think you see a lot of us, it's really not really a lot of us out here. The real ones, you know, true followers of Yahshua. Let's keep going. And it shall be that as Yahuwah rejoice over you to do good and increase you, so Yahuwah does rejoice over you to destroy you and lay you waste, because you hate him, you don't want to follow his commands. And you shall be plucked from off the land which you go to possess. You be plucked off the land. That's why we ain't there right now, right? And Yahuwah shall scatter you among all peoples, from one end to the earth to the other. And there you shall serve other mighty ones. What we doing right now, serving other mighty ones. Where we at right now, it's only one race that's really amongst all nations scattered everywhere, right? Which neither you nor your fathers have known, wood and stone. Our fathers didn't know these mighty ones. We only knew Yahuwah, but we turned from his ways, right? Let's keep going. And among those nations, you are to find no rest. Ain't no rest. Nor have any resting places for your sole of your foot. But there Yahuwah shall give you a trembling heart and failing eyes and sorrow of being. He did it. This is already done, right? And your life shall be hanging in suspense before you, and you shall fear day and night, not being certain of your life. Don't know what's going to happen. Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all scared for y'all life because y'all don't know what's going to happen next. In the morning, you say, oh, that is where evening, right? And in the evening, you say, oh, that it was morning, because of the fear of your heart. with which you fear, and because of the sight which your eyes see. You ain't gonna know what's day, what's night. All right, we're gonna leave off right here. Very important scripture. Deuteronomy, Abram, right? Deuteronomy 28. And Yahuwah shall bring you back to Mizraim in ships, by the way of which I said to you, you are never to see it again. And there you shall be sold to your enemies as male and as female slaves, but no one to buy. Right? Well, let me break this scripture down right quick for y'all. Then we out of here. Bring you back. So we must have been here before. Bring you back to Mizraim in ships. So we came back, right? Who came back? The slaves in ships back to Mizraim. So this is Mizraim, right? By the way of which I said to you, you'll never see it again. You're never gonna see it again. Where we came from, right? And there you shall be sold to your enemies as female and male slaves, but no one about, right? And there you got it. There you have it. Bring you back to Mizraim in ships. Bring you back. So we're back right now. This is it. This the land right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at it again. Look at it. We back, y'all. And now we ready to go back to our land, not Mizraim, not Babylon. We ready to go. So come out now. The beginning, the end was said at the beginning. It has been written. So, I'm trying to break it down for y'all. But I know a lot of y'all believe the lie. Y'all still in the lie. Come out now of the lie. This is the truth. And a lot of y'all would rather believe a lie than the truth. The gathering has begun. You know what I'm saying? The beginning and the end. Beginning and the end. Yeah. With that said, y'all, I love y'all. I'll be praying for y'all. Till next time, peace.
This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God. This is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God. This is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness. This is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.
I have no words in my spiritual journey, asking God to transform me. Metamorphosis. Now I'm recording all of my stories, maybe my testimony, all better.
of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God, this is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness, this is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.
I'm just trying to live, they waiting on me to fail. Say they care, but I can't tell. Stuck in hell, I do what I gotta do, oh well. Lost 100 pounds before I came out that cell. I bounced right back, it won't no chill. I keep it moving, can't stay still. ADHD for real, since I was little. Pop a pill, I'm sick, I'm ill. Can't calm down, whole life turned upside down. What's God's plan? Can't understand, but can't complain.
This is my walk with God. I walk with God, one foot in front of the other, following Jesus' footprints. I walk with God, this is my walk with God. Died, but I still live. I'm a witness, this is my walk with God. I walk with God, our Father's business. Welcome to the ministry.